So, for example, there is a very beautiful, hot girl standing in front of you and your friends, like not talking to you, but a bit far away from you, right? She's standing there and she's maybe reading a book or drinking some coffee or whatever. And you and your friend are just standing there and looking at her. Like you just looked at her and you both are like, she's beautiful. You stay there and stare at her, just staring at her and desiring and fantasizing about her being your girlfriend. But your friend, on the other hand, goes to her, talks to her, asks for a number, maybe get rejected, maybe get the number, maybe get Instagram or Snapchat or whatever. But he does it, he goes there and takes some action, and you are staring at her. And maybe the reason that you are staring at her and you are his friend, she is creeped out by him also and says no just because of you. Now, what will happen the next time after you staring at 10 girls at different days? You will be at the same position, just staring and creeping them out. But your friend, if he approaches 10 girls at different times, if he goes and approaches them, he will get one of them. He will surely get one of those girls' Instagram or phone number or anything. And that is what you are doing with your goals. Most of us make some goal of, let's say, making money, and we don't even try to achieve it. We just think about it. We just fantasize about it. We just watch some videos about it. We just watch some videos of people who have already achieved it, but we don't try, we don't attempt, we don't execute anything because we think that we are not credible enough, we don't have much knowledge or anything like or something like that. And what we do, and even if we try for just 2-3 days and then we just give up because we don't see any results, right? And after that, what we do? We just stare at them. They sit down, and if we ever see a nice car, some dude driving a nice car, or some girl driving a nice car, or some dude having what you want, like Andrew Tate, for example, we just stare at him and we fantasize. We just stare at our goals and we fantasize. We just think about our goals and we fantasize about them, but we don't do anything. We don't take action. And what does this do? It creeps out our goals away from us. Because what we are doing is we are accepting the fact that that goal is above us, that we can only fantasize about. We cannot achieve it because while fantasizing, while visualizing, you are not taking any action. So you are just staring at your goals and creeping them out. You're creeping your goals away and you're going even further away from your goals and not toward them. They don't want to be with you. They want to be away from you as possible because you're desperate. Because you just fantasize. You don't have any intent to go and achieve them. You don't do any action. You don't go out and put yourself in front of the girls. Talk to them. Fail. Talk to the next girl. Fail. The next girl. Fail. Try this business model. Fail. This business model. Fail. And then after all of that failing, if you still go ahead and put yourself out there, you still go ahead and try after all of that failing, after all of that learnings, you will succeed. But if you will just sit there and stare at your goals, then you are thinking that you are being cute by staring at her. No, bro, you're creeping her out. You're creeping your goals out. You need to go, take action, and achieve and attempt to achieve your goals. You won't achieve it in 2 days, 3 days, 1 year, 2 years. But if you won't try, it will take you even more time than what it maybe would have taken you if you would have just taken the action, went there and put yourself out there and go ahead and talk to that girl. If you would have just done that simply, it would have taken you less time than it will now. Do you know you watching Andrew Tate or other influencers' lifestyles on Instagram or on whatever platform and just thinking about and fantasizing about them is equal to you watching porn or some girl on Instagram and thinking about her and fantasizing about her that she will be on your lap one day. These things are equal. Do you know if that girl gets to know that you look at her Instagram pics and you fantasize about her all day, she will creep away from you. She will never be with you. And by telling that those goals, by staring at those goals, by staring at Andrew Tate's lifestyle, Iman Kaji's lifestyle, or whatever you want, by just staring at them and not doing any work, you are telling the universe that those goals are above you and you just want to fantasize about them. And you are creeping those goals away. This is what universe is doing there. He's pushing, it is pushing your goals away from you or pulling your goals away from you. But if that girl just got to know that you saw her pic on Instagram and you decided to just go ahead and shoot a DM or go talk to her in public if you know where you would meet her, that girl will not think that you're a creep. Somewhere she will like that, like the action. Even if she does not like you, she will like the action. Even if she is committed and or have some other reasons to not give you her Instagram, she will like that gesture. She will know that okay, you are a man, you are a real man, you are here to do real work and not just sit down and creep her out. Even if you try that business model, even if you try and attempt it and fail, even if you don't make any money, you will learn. You will tell the universe that you are the man who wants to achieve that, who is destined to achieve that, who is here not to just think about it, fantasize about it, not just sit down and stay in whatever life you are right now. You are here to change it. You are here to achieve more. That is what you tell the universe if you go ahead and put yourself out there, even if you fail. That is what you do. So now what do you have to do? You have to almost first stop watching Andrew Tate and Iman these lifestyles and all and all and all. Stop fantasizing about them. Stop staring at them. Stop creeping them away. Even if you don't want to do any action, even if you think that you're not in the position to achieve those, although you are, I promise. Okay, you can do at least something. But even if you think, just don't fantasize, bro. Don't fantasize. Have an intent. Even if you just have an intent, even if you don't see how you can achieve them, have an intent. Start learning about them. Start writing. Start watching YouTube videos, but not with like, oh my god, like I really want that one day. I really want that one day. You're just learning about it, right? Just go with the intent. Okay, I want to do the action needed to achieve that goal. So I want to know what the action is. That is the intent that you need to have in your heart if you don't know what to do in order to achieve your goals. Just take your goals for granted, like almost for granted. Don't even think about them. Okay. Don't even fantasize. Just focus on doing the work as best as you can and not on having the best results. Be excited about the work. When I go in the gym, I'm not thinking about the UFC belt or I'm an MMA fighter if you don't know. When I'm training, I'm not thinking about my fights. Okay, I'm not thinking about my fights. I'm not thinking that only I need to win, I need to win. I'm thinking about the training. I'm present. I'm at the training, and I'm thinking about giving my best in the training on the mats. When I'm on the mats, I think about giving my best there. I think about okay, how I can if I'm getting beaten up in the sparring by everyone. I'm thinking about how what I can change right now. What thing I'm doing right now. I'm not thinking about oh my god, I'm getting beaten up. I have to pull out of that competition. I cannot play that. I'm not thinking that. When you do your work, so like right now I'm making this video, I'm not thinking about making money. I'm not thinking about getting you to buy my product or getting you to buy my service. Although, if you do want to, you can comment or check the link in the description. Okay, if you want to work with me or buy my course or anything like that. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about how I can give my best in this video. How I can give the best advice in this video, in this particular video. How I can give my best. That is what I'm thinking about. That is what you need to think about when you're doing the work. When you're writing a book, you cannot think about, if you're writing a book, you cannot think about, like how much you want that book to sell or how you will get that book to sell. You need to think about that in the particular page that you're writing, how can you give the best value? That is what you need to think about. If you're an artist, if you're doing some artwork, same. Just don't think about that you need to sell it for this much money, that much money. Just focus on making the best piece of art you have ever made, putting your best in this particular fucking artwork. If you play sports, like I've already told that, okay, if you do some business, this applies to everything. That is what you need to think about. That is how you need to think. Don't think about the result. Don't think about getting the best result. Rather, think about giving the best effort or putting in the best effort as best as you can. You need to have the intention and not the obsession. Now, what is the difference between that? Let me tell you by an example. Let's just remember this example for life. It will be with you for life. If you only remember this example and you do everything keeping this in mind, bro, I promise you will achieve your goals. You will. What is the difference between obsession and intention? Want and or maybe desire and intention. If you're sitting down on your bed and maybe just chilling and you want to drink water, and water is you have to go to the kitchen to take water. And if you desire water, what you will do is you will wait until someone comes into your room so you can tell them that you want water and to tell them to give you water. That is what you do if you desire water. You will just think about, oh my god, I'm so thirsty. Why is not somebody coming in the room so I can ask him to give me some water? That is desire. That is you desiring water. You waiting for it to come into your life. You're waiting for the right time. You're waiting for someone to give it to you. You're waiting for a daddy to tell you to do something, to do exactly this to achieve your goals, and you're not willing to do it by yourself, even if it is just drinking water. If you have intention, what you will do is you will simply, when you feel okay, I'm thirsty right now, you will just get up, go and drink the water, and come back. You achieve your goals. Congratulations. That is intention. If, for example, if I don't know what video to make, okay, I have not written down any ideas throughout the week, and it's now the day when I have to make videos because all of my videos are uploaded, previous ones. There are two things I can do. I can just sit down and say, oh my god, I have no ideas to make any videos. Well, today, so let's just not do that. Let's just chill and let's just watch some Netflix or, some entertainment or whatever, or do something else less hard or less boring. I can do that. Or I can go and sit. What I do, sit there for a fucking hour and think about what videos to make or how I can help my avatar or how I can help my subscribers, my viewers, or my fans, basically. Two options. Maybe even if I sit there for 1 hour, I won't get an idea. Maybe. But the universe knows that I'm here to get it. The universe knows that I'm here to achieve my goals. So even if I don't produce anything, my goals are still getting closer to me because the universe is putting in the energy to give it to me. Right? So the next time I might have double the ideas. You know? Like I might have triple the ideas, or maybe I might have same, but I know that I still have the self-image that I do the work. And most of the times, do you know what happens? When I sit there for an hour, I get at least one or two ideas. At least. If I'm, when I research on YouTube what my viewers are watching, or when I think about my avatar and stay there with my, notebook and pen, I get. That is how you need to think. That is how you need to work. Work with intention and not with obsession.